Hey YouTube, what's up? How you guys doing? I want to talk a little bit about this cryptocurrency going on, the good, the bad, and the ugly of it. Because you're starting to see it's just now it's being traded on futures. And I hope the few subscribers that I do have, you guys are on point with what's happening in the world. We already know most people ain't. You're still hearing all the banks are scared, this and that, and it's all bullshit. But okay, the good part about cryptos is you guys get in on this shit, man, right now. So you can make some money and buy yourself a piece of land. You know what I'm saying? That's the only good part about it is the people that are going to get in on the beginning. I mean, I got myself a little bit of Bitcoin, not much, but some is better than none at this point. But the bad part about it is there's not going to be no person to person transactions. See, like I told you, they use words to trip people up. They call this a peer to peer currency, but that's not what it really is. Peer to peer is going from my physical hand to your physical hand. That's it. This, you have to have an electronic wallet. So, you got all these fucking dumb anarchist motherfuckers and all these dumb people that are thinking, oh, we're going to be freed from the banks. No, it's not how it works, guys. Now you have to have an electronic wallet in order to make a financial transaction. You know what I'm saying? To everything. I mean, they even got, over in Africa, part of Africa, one of the biggest forms of currency transaction is through text messaging. They got a program now. SMS. So, what this does is this is going to give 100% complete control. You know what I'm saying? You're not even going to be able to sell a bag of weed. Or if, let's say, people that are in the black market or they want to sell something illegal. I mean, people ain't stupid. There's ways around that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's say, for example, I decided that I wanted to sell marijuana and do it outside of the system. So how do I do that? I just fucking create a website with a PayPal account. I put on there, for $20 worth of marijuana, the person buys a $20 item I have for sale on my fucking website. It goes to my PayPal account, and I just give them their bag of weed. But you know what the problem with this is now everybody's going to have to pay taxes. Because and I don't like the word illegal activity. The government says shit's illegal. You know what I'm saying? You know in your own mind and heart what is right and wrong and illegal. You know what I'm saying? Stealing something's illegal, The first time you steal something, it don't sit right with you. But the more you do it, the more desensitized you get to it. Or else you're just, for whatever, there's lots of reasons. My brother growing up was a thief, you know what I'm saying? And there's lots of reasons why people wind up stealing or not. Me, I grew up as that kid. I mean, there could be a car out in the middle of the desert with nobody around for hundreds of miles, and I still wouldn't feel good about going into that. Because, back when I was growing up, that's one of the things that your mother instilled in you. At least, my dad was shit, so it was my mom, but if it don't belong to you, don't touch it. So even people that are on the black market, whatever they're selling that the government has deemed illegal, they're going to have to pay taxes on it. Because like I said, people will figure shit out. Like I said, you can create a website, put on there you're selling, a $20, Star Wars action figure, but that's just to handle the money, You're still going to hand whatever the $20 item that you don't want nobody to know you're buying from hand to hand. what was I gonna say? The other thing is going to be, you know, there's a big difference between having a wallet in your back fucking pocket that you can protect and defend than having an electronic wallet that someone can freeze or seize, depending on your behavior, right? Be careful what you say around black folk, man. This is called a hate crime nowadays. Black people can say whatever the fuck they want. They were slaves, right? They got the right to fucking say, you cracker fucking dumb fucking redneck motherfuckers. But, you mention anything negative about a black person, whether it's a fact or not, it's a hate crime. You might have your electronic wallet seized, for this, or for whatever reason, it's you don't have 100% control of yourself no more and your finances. You guys, you hear it all the time, banks overdrawn or a mistake with your debit card or whatever. Now you got to fucking fight to get your fucking money back because of a mistake on their end, So it just opens up too many problems. That's the other bad part about it. Now, the ugly part about it is all these people that are making a killing off of cryptocurrency in the beginning. I mean, if they don't have God in their heart, then they're just going to become, a greedy, money corrupts. That's the bottom line. It corrupts the best of us, I like to tend to think that the people that are real truthers, money can't corrupt them. You know what I'm saying? It might influence them a little bit, and they might splurge a little bit, but they're still generally going to be, I think one of the best things I ever heard was Forrest Gump's mother saying, you only need so much to live, the rest is for showing off. And that's a fact. So I like to think that generally, the people, the few real truthers out there, for whatever reason, if they came into $1 million, I mean, they would be, compassionate, and their whole emotion during spending that money wouldn't be built on self-satisfaction, because you know what, it almost satisfies us type of people to help someone else than it even does ourselves. I mean, we're the type of people that are willing to go without that meal to make sure, another guy has his. I don't know why, that's why, that's the heart, the right heart, man, is what it ends up coming down to, man. And I'll never, God, knowing the truth of God, excuse me, really saved my life, man, and maybe other people's too, because God talks about how, your heart, it'll get a coat of wax on it, you know what I'm saying, and it just it's not there no more, you know what I'm saying, and you can see that in today's society, even the people that don't think they're that way, like I said, try getting someone to show up late picking up their kid from soccer, or to make the decision to use that time to save someone's life right in front of them that's dying. No, they're not going to do it, man. They got to go pick the kid up from soccer, right? Fuck this guy. And that's what it's like, man. You look at the scriptures and it talks about how brutal it's going to be. And, people don't see it, but we see it. We see how just the everyday, behavior towards human beings, I was on my way to dialysis one day, and I talked to the lady riding in with me. Now, I know she's older than me, and I call most women, especially if I know they're my elder, I call them ma'am, you know what I'm saying, if they're a stranger, And when I called her ma'am, she got offended. She's like, what, are you saying I'm fucking old? Damn, Or the only common courtesy that I actually see between human beings nowadays is holding the door. That one still exists, man. I always do it, And it's done for me many a times too. Other than that, man, it's a dog-eat-dog society here in America, man. You know, it's real brutal. We just don't see it because we've been desensitized. We thinking that that this is just normal, how things are. Normally. I don't know what's wrong with the people that are my age that have been able to see the whole system take a 180 turn. Like, how'd you guys miss this? You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's how they got the brain fucked up. To where even the people that know they don't want to deal with it. They'll lie to themselves. Just because they more worried about fitting in with all the dumb motherfuckers. I mean, why would you want to do that? You know what's going on, but you're more worried about fitting in with the dumb motherfuckers. No, man. No. That's not. I don't know, man. Fucking wake up, right? You know? Look at how they got society today, man. Everybody's so emotionally invested with what each other's doing. Like, no, that's not how it works, man. I remember coming up, man, you know, guys didn't talk on the phone. And the phone was a woman's best friend, man, because that's how she communicated with her girlfriend across the street or, 3 blocks away or whatever, So they were always on the phone. Not always. They were doing shit. They had laundry to do and household chores and shit like that while the man went out and fucking made the bread. You hear people all the time nowadays say, oh, it takes 2 workers to, 2 people with 2 jobs. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. That's what they want you to think, of course. We're talking, as a truther, it's bullshit. As a Matrix fucking puppet, it's reality maybe for a lot of people. But look what ends up happening. These guys can't figure out what's going on wrong. This dumb motherfucker send their wife out to go work and be around a bunch of other men, and she winds up being around these men more than she is her own husband and children, and can't figure out why fucking somebody's banging their wife. Dumb motherfuckers. If you were taking care of your household like you are supposed to as a man, and give the woman the ability to be a woman and a housewife and a mother, she wouldn't have to go out here and work. Now, I understand there's certain circumstances where a woman must go work. But, me as a man, there's certain things that she can go out there and do and certain things that she shouldn't be doing, period. She wants to serve tables, certain things. But, not working next to the assembly line, next to, any numerous amount of guys that are willing to steal another man's property, I don't know, guys. Maybe, I'll always give the disclaimer. Maybe there's something wrong with me in the way I think, right? I don't think so. But yeah, you guys, get some of that cryptocurrencies, guys. It's where the future's headed. It's not nothing we can control or not control, but so the best thing you can do is capitalize on it, understand what it is, what they're trying to do, and like I said, if you get in here in the beginning, you're starting to hear it talked on the news every night now, and it's starting to be traded on the futures, so it's going to start growing. And if you get in on it now, that little piece of land that you always wanted or whatever, so you can really be independent if that's what it really comes down to. That's available to you guys. Nothing's free in this world. I don't think that there's any place in America where you can just go out and do a vast, rural land and just claim a homestead. You might be able to. You know what? That's my next project homework. I'm gonna look and see if there's a way. Because after work with them constitutionalists, I learned a lot about stuff. Especially with the land. How they got everybody. one of the first things you need to do when you buy a house is you file a claim with the Bureau of Land Management and file a land pat and claim that land that it's on. You know what I'm saying? Then it'll be zoned private property. As long as it's zoned residential or commercial, the government's always got their hands on it. They say what happens on that property. So yeah, I might look into that a little bit and see if there is a way to still go out into wherever and find a piece of land that says it's owned by the public or whatever, and stake a claim on it. If there's a way to do that. Who knows, when you guys know, it's never ending, the amount of lie. Everything is a lie. All right, the guy at dialysis, man. I be melting his fucking brain, man. Oh, you're crazy, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. And I've been telling him about the Bitcoin for a couple months now. Well, guess what he says today at dialysis? Oh, you know what, man? I was watching TMZ, man, and they were talking about that Bitcoin. I think you're right. I'm going to have to put some money in on it. Look what it fucking took for the guy to believe it. The television. And I've been telling him this whole time, man. I've been being like, dude, you don't believe it unless it comes across the television. I don't, I don't know what do you do for people, Fuck, man. How do you not see it? Because you show them. You can show them the bullshit and they still fucking, no way. I see it. You just proved it. But no, that's not what I was told. And you know what that feels like? You know what it feels like? It says, this is exactly what it feels like, guys. You got a friend. And you say, hey, man, look. There's a trap down the road, and it was set for you. I know the guy that said it. I know why he said it. And you tell him all this shit. And you know what they do? They go to the guy that set the trap and says, hey, my friend said you set a trap for me. And the stranger says, your friend's a fucking liar. And you know what they do? They come back to you and say, no, I talked to the guy that you said set the trap. He said you're lying. And then they go step in the motherfucker. And then blame you. Why didn't you tell me? That's the reality of it, guys. If I'm wrong, please correct me, If I'm ever wrong on any of this shit on my channel, please. I mean, that's the whole point. And one of the points in getting out here and saying these things is, hey, okay, this guy, I was thinking a certain way, but this guy just brought something that really holds some merit, and after I looked into it, he's right. I had it wrong, That's what a real truther does, You guys can see, man, my fucking shit's swelling up. Man, I'm telling you, man, I had oral surgery. It's been like 2 weeks now, man. It's still hurting, man. That shit ain't no joke, man. I was in serious pain. And I went in like, had the 2 wisdom teeth taken out, top and bottom on this side. No problem. They didn't even write me a script for pain medicine. He was like, dude, you'll be all right tomorrow. You'll be, get some over-the-counter pain medicine. You'll be good. Okay, whatever. So I'm going in thinking, okay, now they're going to do this side. I'm expecting, I've already experienced it once. I know what to expect, right? Oh, fuck, man. No. The one, had... my jawbone was growing over the tooth where, it had been broken off for fucking, 20 years, you know what I'm saying, maybe. And, so they had to drill the jawbone. Oh, man, it was horrible, man. And then, I'm stubborn. I didn't follow their instructions as good as I should have. I should have been drinking smoothies and eating applesauce for the first, 3-4 days, and no, I didn't do that. You know, what the fuck? I had pain medicine, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't feel what it was doing actually till after. So now, even now, I'm still having to eat the soft foods because I didn't in the beginning. Now, eating, solid food, I thought, I'm stupid sometimes, I was just like, as long as I chew on this side, it won't bother this side. But just the fact that you're chewing, man, is irritating the whole area, so, you know, mark my words, guys, if you ever have to have oral surgery, keep ice on it for the first 24 hours and go on a, smoothie detox. That's your chance right there to do the smoothie detox that you're never going to fucking do, right? Well, oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about. You guys see this shit on YouTube, this hot chip challenge? Now look at the mentality of fucking of America these days. That you got people out here, just because something's trending and the rest of the hive's doing it, they're willing. One chip, the Pacquiao chip, one chip can cost anywhere between $30 and $60, depending where you get it from, because they're all sold out, because everybody wants to do this challenge. But people are willing to pay $30 to $60 to have an unpleasant experience. Right? The damn shit's made. A $50 item was made for you not to like it, and they're sold out. I'm fucked up. If I had the capital, I could be rich, guys. Believe me. I can come up with some dumbass shit to sell everybody that everybody wants. Fidget spinner shit or whatever. Pet rocks, whatever. Easy to become wealthy in this country if you got the capital to build it up. But, you want to have a good $10,000. You don't need that much. Don't get me wrong. You can do other shit, but if you got $10,000 to invest in some dumbass idea that fucking whatever, there ain't no shortage of fucking idiots with fucking cryptocurrencies coming up and, debit cards to fucking cha-ching. Alright, guys. Stand fast with the truth. Get some cryptocurrency now before before it's just regular currency and you're not being able to make the profits off of it like you can in the beginning. Look into them. There's 1,000 different ones, only about 50 of them show any promise, but there's a lot of them out there, some to where you don't, Bitcoin, you don't have to, some of them you can still get into where you can get them, where you can buy $1 worth, and that's gonna, if it ever goes up, you'll do good, spend $1 anyway on bullshit. Spend a lot more of that on bullshit. Make some arrangements for maneuvering in the future matrix. God bless you.